Pennsylvania Outdoorsman here. Well, I got the fleet lined up. I got some paddles to change, the scraper I gotta change. You know, the usual maintenance on these. Not too much of a pain in the butt. I'll tell you, these oldies run like a champ. The old two-stroke, I can go through a foot of snow with these. I'm not lying. These things are awesome. But before I get to this, the van broke down. I'm hoping it's the fuel. Well, I don't hope it's the fuel pump. I think it's the fuel pump. I changed the fuel filter. That was loose, which told me someone was in here before me. And so I changed it out anyway. Now I'm finding new straps on the gas tank, which tells me someone probably was already in there. Those bolts came out nice and easy. So I'm now thinking maybe they just put the cheap pump on there and that lasted X amount of time. And you know, I don't have too many tools to diagnose. So right now I'm just gonna do the parts changer idea. I got that strap down. That came out too easy. Same with this one. This one I'm getting ready to drop. Obviously when I do that, I'm gonna have all the weight in there on me. I'm hoping I can get it low enough just to set it either on these blocks on the ground here. You know what I mean? Just lower it down, maybe onto this block. Keep that one up there, or lower it a little as I can, and then set these down here. Or if they'll go all the way down. Sometimes doing this on the ground isn't a bad idea because you can just shimmy yourself out of the way and get it on the ground. I did it on a V10 Ford F250. It's pretty easy. I'm hoping this one is. So what's happening is it just keeps shutting off. I'll be driving somewhere and it stalls out on me. It turns over nice and easy, but it won't start up. So it sounds like fuel or spark at that point. When it shuts down, it kind of hesitates and then shuts down, which suggests maybe fuel. You know, otherwise, if it was electrical, we think it would just shut right off. No hesitation, just click like you shut the key off. That sounds like an electrical component. So that's not what's happening. So that's today's plan. Of course, I don't have the fuel pump yet. It's supposed to come today. I was expecting to have a hard time with this, so I wanted to get started, see if I break anything. The charcoal is mounted on, the charcoal container is mounted right on the gas tank. That will need to be, that comes down with everything, and all my hoses go into there. So the chances of snapping one in this cold weather is easy. So we're not out of the woods. Even if that comes down easy peasy, I have to be careful not to snap anything. It's going to be a pain in the ass. Even if it all comes down easy, we're going to find the pain in the ass. Unfortunately, it's just how it works. My body really enjoys this on the ground, let me tell you. That damp feeling. I forgot I had that little rolly cart, so I grabbed that quick. Otherwise, I was right on the pavement there. So, that's my story here. I wanted to be hunting this week, but it was really cold, and then on top of that, I had this to deal with. I have a job coming up, and I need this to go. I don't want to use my beautiful truck, which I'm sore enough now because I got it all dirty. I had to take it out in the snow. I was very upset about that. This thing is all-wheel drive. This thing is the beast. I don't need to use anything else in the snow. This is what I bought it for, so I can have a nice truck for a long time and just let the van take the beating. You know, all-wheel drive. This is going to go way better than the pickup in snow and ice. It's got more weight. I would suggest probably more traction. Although the Chevy did go really, really good in the snowstorm. Two-wheel drive only. Sleet, freezing rain, snow. I didn't lose control at all at any point. So I was very surprised by that. With a shorty, no weight on top of those tires, and I actually had pretty good traction. Of course, they are newer tires, so, but they're fat sport tires. They're not made for the snow whatsoever. But I'll tell you, I got the traction. I was very surprised. Very surprised. So I'm gonna go have some hot tea and get ready for a nice gasoline shower. I'll keep you posted. So we got that, and I have this here. It's very heavy. This is full. I can tell there's a lot in there. So I'm going to get it down here, and I'll get out of the way, and I don't know. This is gonna suck. I think last time I did this on a different vehicle, it was my brother's, and honestly there was probably no gas in it, but there's definitely gas in this. It's gonna suck. Oh, I see that. Why the fuck? I do see that. That can't happen. So there's a... Why the fuck would they do that? Oh boy. What is this? So this might have to be cut. I don't know. Alrighty then, so I'm just about at the end of this last nut. I really don't have a plan. I want to see what fuel lines need to be cut. And or not cut, but remove. I don't want to remove them if I don't have to, because then I won't have to deal with leaky fuel everywhere. I have a whole bunch of gas in here. Come on now. Where you at? PB Blaster is what I was talking about, not JB Weld. My words are all messed up. I bought some of that JB Weld, but I don't need that today. That's for later. Oh, come on now. Oh, shit. This is the best. This should be just about out. Oh no, when the tank crushes me. There. Come on now. Okay, we're out. We're out. Oh, here's the tank. 100% on the blocks. Yes, no. Yes, no. Yes, no. Yes, no. Let's try this. There we are. That's beautiful. Just get that out of the way. Alright. Now. Not sure how I'm going to do this. So what I'm going to do is take this block out and drop it down in here. It would be cool if I had help. Straps are out of the way. I wish this thing was. I'm not sure. How does that come off? Oops. I'm not sure how those clips come off though. You know, it's easy when you know how. When you don't, you're left guessing. Because that would pop right off nice for me, exposing some other stuff that I can see. It'd be nice to see. Oh, I have to, because that's one. Oh, no, it ain't. Alright. I guess I'll start with the back. I'll lower that onto a block. You know, and then I'll bring that jack up here and lower it down to here and just do it that way. That's all I can do. Because I'm a one-man shop, bro. Alright. Let's figure it out. So, it's my little rig. That shield is just that. It's a shield for the gas tank. I just want to make sure nothing's tied up as I'm lowering this. It has to come down a whole lot more. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just gonna keep wiggling my way down. Because up here, there's a bunch of... Right in the center is my connections. I'll keep you posted. I don't want to go towards me a little bit. Or, sorry, towards the shed. Okay, it should be fine. So far, so good. So far, so good. Okay, keep lowering. My drive shaft's in a way of, oh, big time. Okay. So this plate is going to be a bit of an issue. I think, do they just screw off? I'm not sure how those things come off. So I'm going to take some time here and get this this guard off the gas tank, and but you know, there's a couple things I can deal with and go without throughout the day, but I cannot go without breakfast. I'll be honest, I cannot go a day without breakfast. When I do, it's just not a good day ever. And it's the same time, you know, it's when the time strikes, you know, that kid's gotta have a cupcake. It's the same way. If I'm in the woods, I could be hunting big bucks, I could be hunting whatever. Time strikes, and you know, your body just knows it's time to have a cupcake. Doesn't matter the situation. I always make a bad situation better. I just wanted to share that. Hopefully we'll save that for after. See, that's a big piece of chocolate. So I'm gonna eat that one. I hate to see them when they fall on the ground. It always happens. Sometimes you can trust it. Whoa, I think I figured that out. There's one. Alright, so I got that down. Wasn't too bad. Everything's harder because it's on the ground, obviously. But that's what I wanted to see, you know, and all that's exposed now. So I have a little more confidence when I'm lowering that I'm not going to snap something. Because then it's a factory order. So I'm going to continue. What do we got here? I'm going to continue to try to get this down without killing myself. Okay, so if I lower that more, it's where I need to be. So I got to take the fuel line apart, and then I can lower down the tank and then expose that fuel pump. Didn't make much progress, honestly. Not since I got the straps down. I've just been struggling to make this decision because I know I have a whole bunch of gas in there and I don't want to waste it. I don't want it all over the ground. We'll see how well I contain it. You know, the big struggle here really is just psyching myself up to do this. I know I'm going to get soaked with gasoline, and then I'm going to struggle to contain the gasoline. And there's like a half a gallon, or sorry, a half a tank in there. So it's a lot. So that's my problem here. Doing it alone and trying to not lose gas, make a mess everywhere and whatever. So trying to find out what fitting is best is also a pain. Not having room to work. That should be it, honestly. Push it in. Yes, that one's not big enough. What about this one? Same thing. Push it in. difficult to do this. No, I have tight shoulders to begin with. There is just not much room to finagle yourself in here. Okay, here comes the gas. All right, am I on the right one? What the hell is that? Loose? Unbelievable. Okay. So that's a problem. That's got to come off because that's going to want to come down and this is stuck. It's going to be stuck there. This is going to want to come down, right? And then it's going to get stuck here. So this is going to have to come out somehow. But I didn't. Okay. I'd imagine gasoline should be coming soon. I thought I definitely disconnected it. Well, that's cool. Okay. That's one. This is challenging because there's no room. Let me schmutz it too, and maybe try a bigger. Let's see if this is gonna make a difference. 5/16. I didn't look up and see what size the line is. I just bought all the tools. It's like a pack. Ooh, this one's closer for sure. So we push it in and then out. That's it. Here comes the fuel. Oh, I can smell it. It's definitely, I definitely got that one. So I have one more to go. I should be able to drop it down. All right, excellent. Not much there. All right, one more. One more line. All right, so this one is there. Let me get the picture of this, okay? I'll do it there too. So, fuel lines. The black plastic goes to the 90-degree plastic tip here. This bottom hose right here next to it, I have a right here. So this line came there. That's there. Okay. Now I got one more. So I got 1, 2 together. 1, 2, and then the third one's by itself. So let me disconnect this. Alright, I got 3/8 on there now. Let's see if this does anything. That's it. 3/8. One's 5/16, one's 3/8. Awesome. Now, which one's which? Now, we still have to deal with the fact that this is a half a tank of gas. Which is pretty big. Rubber ducky. Now, I think I'm going to lower it just a little bit at a time on the each block. You know? I think that's how I got to do it. It's the only way I can. It's gonna be too heavy, I think, for me to remove by myself without the jack. So get stuff out of the way. Lowering it down. Looking for anything that's gonna cause me a headache. Let's get this out of the way. Where is this? It's gonna come down. That's fine. What about this? This is gonna be an issue here. Right here. Okay, stop. Alright. So, this is a problem here. Right here. Let's get this out of the way somehow. How are we gonna do that? We're gonna disconnect that. Or disconnect it up there. How do they come off? I can't see it that way. Alright, so now I take this out here. Or feed it up through. It's not gonna feed it. Try. How about this hose? This will work. Right here. Okay, it's gonna come down again. Bring it down, bring it down. Let's see what's up there. Let's get us over here. Come on. Oh, okay, let's stop the bus. Stop. We have to go up. No, I don't. Just I have to lower it. Something else here. Okay, so I think I just have to use a little muscle here, unfortunately. It's gonna be heavy. So I'm gonna get this down onto this, I think. Right here. Okay. How am I gonna do that? I'm gonna lift it and move it. Here we go. Oh, I'm stuck on something. Definitely stuck on something. Oh, fuck. It's not stuck in anything, it's my jack, I believe. Just bringing it down caddy corner, caddy wampus. Oh shit, I see that. There's a problem now. Again, I can't tell from here if I'm holding up on anything. That's what sucks, and it certainly feels like it. That wiring harness. is this bracket? I'm not sure why it's there. Again, my hose coming in, but I do have it disconnected. I'm hoping, yes, it'll feed through and let me drop it down. That should be it. As it is. Okay, the tank is on the ground. I can disconnect it and then I can get it out of there. I can work on it out here. Let me try to disconnect that harness. Okay, I need to get that. Okay, I gotta get in here somehow. Yes, I'm gonna have to get in here somehow. How do I? Where is this gonna? How do I disconnect this? I can't even see what the connections are. So, I got the tank on the ground. I just have to undo the harness, wiggle out the filler tube, finish that cupcake, because it's just so lonely over here. Hold on. You have no idea. All right. Gotta get to that wiring harness right there. I see how they're all strapped into place. That's never a good sign either. So I'm gonna mess around with this. That's what I gotta do. I'll tell you. I gotta become a better negotiator in the buying a used vehicle. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that shit. Look at this. They got it strapped in because the clips are broken off. That's cool. I know what that's about. These are all rotted. There's one. That one unplugs. Oh, it's very loose. Come on. And this one here. Alright, let's get in there. Okay, come on. And then this one. Yeah, so this one, they broke the ears off of it, whoever was here last. So that will have to be, again, kind of put into place. Or it broke off when they pulled the tank down and that hung up and the ears broke. Alright, so that's disconnected. Now I just got to get that filler tube. That's going to allow me to pull this out of the well. I'm going to have to do some maneuvering to get this the hell out of here. Because I didn't jack up the van. I only have it on ramps. So, I got to get that. So we can see I got those disconnected there. They weren't too bad. I just did 3 doses of the PB blaster and just took them out slow. Now I need to I gotta try to get the lid off, which I believe is a little tappy. So that's what I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to tap that out. Let's see. So it goes this way.
They will be held accountable. They will be.
They will be held accountable. Alright, we'll see if I can. My stuck guy. All right, there she is. That's what I need to get at. Alright. So it should just be a little tappy. And that should be it. It's never the case. But we'll see. Maybe a little schmutz will help. I'm gonna paper towel too.
Don't forget the keys.
Do I have paper towels? I did. Place is a mess. I'm so hungry. Oh man. Okay, what's this? So these go. I have to study this a little bit. See exactly what's coming out. Hit the air gun and blow it out also. Somewhere here's the air gun. Oh, this ain't gonna work now. Battery's dead. That helps. So it has to come this way, correct? This way. Yes. Got it. Okay. That's it. That's probably where I'm going to lose most of my gas right here. No, I'm half tempted to. I think that's the original fuel pump. I think that is the original pump. It looks very clean in there. It's an original, so we know that that's a 2003. I mean, there was just so much gunk in here. I can't imagine this was taken apart before. I think I just need the pump now. I don't have the pump yet. I know you can't see anything, and trust me, it's pretty clean. Anything that you see, I just knocked in there. There's the old one. We got a Delco. This looks very old. Very old. Look at that. That's original. So, do I want to empty the tank? That's the question. Oh, about 24 hours late, but the FedEx actually showed up. It wasn't UPS, it was FedEx. FedEx, it's on you. Their driver called off. Probably, who knows. So, let's see. Okay. gave me a new... What? I'll have to look into this. That's different. Oh, I see. So I'll have to read the directions here. Make sure I don't do something that I shouldn't. Alright. I should be able to close it. Okay. They appear to be. You see, there's that thing. Alright, so I gotta get that in there. Seems to be connected. So basically, drop it in. I'm not a mechanic. I unfortunately usually learn the hard way. We do it nice because we do it twice. So let me fart around here. It's getting started. I'm just not feeling it. So let me do some exercises here, a couple sit-ups, and get this baby going. So basically just slip that rubber boot right up, you know, just this is empty, so I don't have to worry about spilling anything. Spin it. Now I want to make sure I clean those up. Okay, so this one. See the difference in the line there? See how tiny and much bigger? They're only going to go on one way. One doesn't fit into the other. And this, we're going to basically just gotta push it down, I guess. Let me, because it's a new fitting, it's just not gonna slip down so easy. You know, so there's gonna be a little resistance there. And then my lock ring goes on, wherever the hell I put it. And my where did I put it? Where did I put it? Here's my ring. The feeling it's underneath the tank here. My ring.
They started back down, then came that rumble way down in the ground. The smoke and gas belched out of that mine. Everybody knew it was the end of the line for Big John.
I don't know if it goes that way or the other way. I wasn't paying attention when I took it off.
Love that song. Okay.
Now they never reopened that worthless pit. They just placed a marble stamp.
I'm gonna say it's gonna go like this.
These few words written on that
I'll try it this way first.
At the bottom of this mine lies a big, big man. Big John. Big John. Big Bad John.
It was this way.
God, I love that song. I love that song. I mean, sort of gives you a feel for that song. But, yeah, incredible.
Anyway, come on.
Thank you for indulging me. And before...
Okay. I need to get a silicone or something a lubricant to get this rubber. And while I was fussing, I got a debris in the tank. Yeah, so I'm just using my magnetic piece here to get all that debris out of there. You know, because it's definitely don't want that in the tank. That's just metal rusted junk. It's not dirt, it's rust. See, I want it on this thing. So I have just a little silicone kind of grease. It's like, I think it's actually for brakes, but it's better than nothing. That's all I got. Just a little around the edges here. Come on. See what I don't want to see. I want to see it collapse. I can't see that when that bracket's on there. So I want to know that it's going in. See how it's bulging here? I don't want that. It just doesn't seem like it wants to go in. You know what I mean? It just doesn't want to go down. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put this into place. Okay, and then I'm gonna push that into place. See? I'm gonna keep that there and now push this down. See if that helps me. There, that makes me feel better. Let's see. You can still see where it needs to go. So even putting the rubber boot in that tank first and then slipping it over, it still doesn't want to easily go down. You know, it's spring loaded. It wants to come back, and I don't want it to come back. It's just tough to get all four in and over the slide. I was surprised that that's gonna be my issue. Was this. Okay, hikes. It's just a pain in the balls. So I got it locked into place, I think. See if we can get these fuel lines on. I knew it. I think I'm gonna have to go and get these rings somewhere, because this one does not look good to begin with. Just looks pretty squashed down. It's not broke, but you see how it's really... Just doesn't want to line up with this thread, I'll tell you that. So here's the problem. I got everything tightened up except for this fuel line, because this gasket was very difficult to see, but that little gasket is flattened out quite a bit. It has like a ring around it, you know. You can really see where it's been crushed. It's beat, it's shot. I don't want to use it. However, the dealer doesn't have any. So I got at Napa Auto Parts, I got an assortment, okay, but they're dry as can be. I noticed that they're very dry, and then I put it in and it crushed. I know this isn't picking it up, but they're the wrong gaskets. I don't want to use this one though. I really think the original one is as bad as the... I just hate putting this back together with this feeling in my stomach, you know, that it's something so stupid, a little rubber gasket's gonna change everything. We'll see. Well, I think it's ready to get started. It's the little things. It's always the little things. There's no videos on how bad gaskets are. There's no videos on a stupid thing going in the thing, and learning the hard way sucks. But we got it back up. I'm getting ready to prime it and start it. See what happens. So basically, to prime the system, we're just turning the key off and on. You'll hear the pump kicking in. I was able to hear that before, but when I was driving, it would just suddenly shut off. So I'm not 100% certain I fixed the problem. I'm a parts changer, what can I say? Here we go. Let's start it up. Now, remember I had that O-ring I was worried about, because the one I put on it wasn't any better. It was dry rotted junk. But so we're gonna pay attention in the next few days, making sure right before the rear tires, in and around the middle of the van, there's no fuel leaks noticed. Alright, we'll go for a test ride. Oh man, good times. Working on the ground. Good times. So with that, it was like, it felt like it was running out of gas. Versus right now, if I just turn the key off, it's just dead. So it puttered a little bit before it just shut off. So we're thinking, that's me and a few people I was picking their brain, a few real mechanics. But no one's sure, you know? I guess in a sense, sometimes we're all parts changers because there's nothing 100%. You go in with a good educated guess. Sometimes you could just say an educated, or just a guess. Because there's only one or two things that could be, change them both, right? Well, we'll see. That fuel pump was junk. It was on there, I think, original, because it was rusted up. It didn't have any evidence that it was replaced. It was an AC Delco. If you buy a cheaper one, they're half price, you know, so the chance that someone did replace it and did spend the extra money, I don't know. I bought the AC Delco. It was like $403 delivered, and that was with I think $10 off for an email, you know. So I can't say so far so good, because again, I would be able to drive around for an hour, not an hour, for a couple miles before it would shut it off. So cross our fingers. Well, it just shut off again. You know, so it shut off again, and it almost feels like when you let your foot off the gas, that's when it dies. This time I was able to get it started up. I shut the key off and on like I thought maybe it lost fuel prime or something, you know? And it did start back up. However, it did shut off. So now it's missing. It's always something, man. Well, I got it back down. I took it for a test ride, and it's still doing the same damn thing. So it was not the fuel pump. So when it's doing it, meaning nothing, when it shuts off, I was able to pull off the spark plug, and I noticed there's no spark when that's happening. So now we're on to a sensor, maybe a crank or a cam sensor. It's always something. Alright guys, this is my third day messing around with this. I did the fuel pump. I switched out the fuel relay. I did the fuel filter. It's all still the same symptoms. I'm losing spark. Is basically what appears to be happening. So I just took like forever, honestly, probably like 2 hours to get this damn sensor out. This is the camshaft sensor. Sorry, camshaft sensor. It was in there, man. It was very, very difficult to get out. That's where it was anyway. So I'm gonna replace that, then I'm gonna get under it and replace the I have another one here. Crankshaft sensor. So, and those don't fix the problem. We go back to the drawing board, back to the YouTube channels. I'll keep you posted. All right, kids, I got that all wrapped up. I got everything connected. It was a pain in the ass to get out. It was a pain in the ass to get in. It's just, you know, it's like just a pain in the ass. I'm not gonna tell you what it's like. It sucks. Which then I didn't even start it to see if that's gonna help, because I don't want the engine warm, because I'm going back underneath. Right here We took the starter down. That's hanging right there. And we're gonna get that piece right there. And honestly, it looks like it was already replaced. That is the crank sensor, the crank position sensor. So we're gonna pop that out, put a new one in, then I'll start it, let it run, see if it shuts off. And if that doesn't work, you know, I'll just throw more parts at it like a true do-it-yourselfer. I mean, come on. Something's gotta work. You know, and diagnostics isn't easy, you know. You gotta have a little brain power, you gotta know what the hell you're looking for, what you're testing, the tools to test. You know, time is money. Parts changer is sometimes faster and cheaper. You get lucky sometimes. So, I'll keep you posted. The crank position sensor, I do not believe was changed before. This one looks new. It does. It's not all dirty, for instance. It's not dirty at all. $10 millimeter. I think I'm a little more patient than I was when I was younger, working on cars and trucks. But I'll be honest with you, I don't enjoy it. I do not enjoy this. Where's my car? Oh, beautiful. I would like to go hunting, but I am running out of time. You know, this that sensor, the camshaft sensor, was a pain in the ass. Do you know you have to take the intake out to change that if you're in a pickup truck or anything that doesn't, you know, the van, I have access to the firewall, so I was able to do that camshaft sensor. But man, if that was any other way, it's too. One guy says you can get it from reaching behind the firewall, but that's bullshit. That's probably a brand new vehicle, maybe. Oh, come on, man. Just come out. Thank you. Alright, now, same thing. This should be a bit of a pain in the ass to get out, believe it or not. I mean, I don't think it's gonna disappoint. I never did one of these. Oop, it's definitely coming wiggling loose though. Definitely dirty. Get some of that paint off of there. Says this motor I see is aluminum heads and an cast iron block. Okay, let's try to pry it out. Here we go. I need a little smaller one. That ain't gonna work. I need a bigger one. Oh, shit. And this is like wedged right up in there by that mount that holds the starter. I mean, it is tight against that. So it's got to slide out against it, plus out of the block, and the block is all rust, inside and out. So I gotta go find something to pry with. And I got this big one in there, pry bar. I just don't want to break anything. You understand? That creates a huge problem. It's definitely wiggling a little, which is good. Let's see if I can get it to turn. You know, like to spin it down. The other one did that. Instead of just prying it out, trying to spin it up and down. This one doesn't seem like it wants to do that. Oh, it's definitely coming, but it's doesn't wanna. I'll tell you that. It does not want to come out. Ooh, that's what I was worried about. Oh man, I hope I didn't fucking break that. I may have broken that. I think I broke it. Not broke it like loose, meaning I think I snapped the damn thing. Something just fell. It's nothing. So it does spin now, so I did break it free. Maybe I didn't break it. Oh, it's scary when you haven't done nothing before. You really don't want to mess up and make it worse, you know, and that's what you risk doing it yourself. No experience, risk making a big mistake, a beginner's mistake. Gosh, I think I did. I broke it. I broke it inside the fucking thing. I broke the sensor in the motor. And this is just becoming one disgusting turn of events after another. But here, I broke the sensor in the block. It's awesome. That's a big problem. I broke off an inch of it in the motor. Do-it-yourselfers, we do it the best. So I broke about 1.25 inches off in the block of that crankshaft sensor. It's moving, it's not tight in there, so that's a huge relief. However, I still have to try to grip it and pull it out. I'm gonna probably end up drilling it and maybe put a screw in there and use the screw as an anchor to pull it out. But first I'm gonna struggle doing it this way. I was just trying to grab a piece of it with these pliers and pull. See what happens. You know, and there's everything in the way, so nothing's gonna be easy here. Trying to get your hands on it is gonna be the hard thing, or your tool, I should say. I could just get, I just don't see how this is gonna work. Let me try this, see if I can, I don't know. I just don't know. I'm just gonna keep attempting to do this and start cursing. So even if I just make myself a pilot hole, man, I just can't see right there. So what I did is I forgot I had new nice bits. So I got a nice small one. It's usually the first ones I break. Again, I'm just gonna try to get myself a pilot hole so that I can maybe get a screw or something in there to tap it and then use that as an anchor to pull it out. Oh man, what am I against? Everything. I'm against everything. All odds here. So many things against me right now. This is not fun. This is common, believe it or not. These sensors are in there for, Jesus, a 2003. It does have a part number on it, so it probably is the original. And they just growed up, and here we are. Can't see anything. Come on now, there it is. All right. I'm actually surprised how hard it is. Now I'm gonna get like a drywall screw and put in there. So now, like I said, I'm gonna try to see if I can tap that with this screw and then use the screw to pull it out. I think this is gonna be too long to get in there. Maybe not. Yeah, it's such a hard plastic, it's just very brittle. So it's not tap worthy, it seems. But if I can get some of those wires or something. Here it comes. Come on now. Same thing, I'm just gonna keep doing that with the drill, and I can get my pick in there more, you know? Oh man. Just wish I could see better. Well, we got it out some. I'll try to use that screw and do the same thing. Well, I got it out. Got the new one getting ready to go in. Here's the old one. I used that little screw. I was able to tap into that, and I was able to use that to leverage to pry it out. I got lucky, I guess. I'm gonna insert that now, install, and start. See what happens. Well, I believe it's back together. I don't feel comfortable the way that crankshaft sensor went in. Just feels like it didn't go in all the way. So I don't know. I'm gonna see if it starts up. That's replacing the crankshaft sensor, camshaft sensor. Power. Start it. That's a plus. I was nervous about, did I line up that starter properly, because I had to remove the starter or drop the starter to get to that crankshaft sensor. But it is running. So I'm gonna unpack it, meaning get it off the jack stands and everything, and maybe go take it for a ride. I really hope so. I really hope so. Hope that's it. Well, still running. It's still running. The temperature has been, you know, at 200 now for a while, so it's up to temperature. It's heated. I should go get some gas. I don't have my wallet on me. Sorry about that. This van has a odometer reading of 42,000 miles. It's a 2003 GMC all-wheel drive 2500. Now people say there isn't a 2500 all-wheel drive, but in fact it is a 2500 all-wheel drive Savana. It's got behind my driver door is a passenger door, so that's cool. Usually that's one solid wall, so I have doors on both sides, side doors. And if you look up against the 2500 and you put this against the 2500, the first thing you'll notice is this is a 6 lug, not a 8 lug, and that's why people instantly say, oh, it's a 1500. I called and I took it to the dealer, and they said it's a 2500. You know, if you want to call it a light duty, but maybe the all-wheel drive is what makes it the 2500, because it is lower. It's not the gross vehicle weight hauling. It's all lower than a normal 2500 with the 8 lugs. So in a sense it's not a 2500, but actually technically on paper it is. So whatever, as long as it runs all-wheel drive, that's why I bought it. As soon as I heard 5.3 all-wheel drive, I'm in. So those Democrats can kiss my ass, because I'm gonna guzzle all the gas I can afford. You bastards. Alright, so far I'm gonna call it fixed. Whether if it was the crank sensor, whether if it was the cam sensor, I changed them both. I think one was like 20 some dollars, the other was 60 some dollars. Maybe they were both 50 bucks. Let's call it that. And that fuel pump was $400. That sucked. But that was definitely original. So I'll wrap it up with this. I'll keep you kids posted. Happy New Year.